Emu getting distracted enough by Joy Boy to get caught lacking like this is funny. It just goes to show. I always try to tell y'all, man, like people get caught lacking in One Piece all the time. Doesn't mean you're weaker significantly than another person or whatever. Like even Emu, he's top tier. He got sent flying. He got pushed all the way back.
I just don't know if that lightning strike that Loki had imbued on the first attack is him just doing that same attack but just not saying it again. Like the lightning is staying stuck inside of Ragnar. Or if he's just creating it. If he's just creating it without using the lightning from the sky, then I would say this is a weaker attack. I said at the beginning, I'd give my updated take on Loki versus Zoro, and I've got my answer. After looking at everything, I do think Loki is.
Loki said Emu flying was crazy. Honestly, when he landed like this, reminded me of Doflamingo again. I thought it was funny when Emu looks up, you see a big giant dragon like that just in the background. Yeah, it just looked funny. But again, I liked it too, like Loki nods that like it's the one hit that Loki landed on Emu. Yeah, it was attracted because he landed. It was a powerful hit, but like he wasn't himself kind of. And it kind of goes to what Shabazz was saying with the whole Doflamingo. Like they could have landed him on Doflamingo until he got tricked and Law got Gamma Knife on Doflamingo, and then he started getting hit more. It's like I saw something similar to that to effect, but not really. Honestly, I didn't realize he sucked up. Yeah, I didn't feel he got what happened. I wasn't sure if he got it in time or not, but
I think he just dissipated it. He like dispersed it. Oh. Like it's just gone.
I was thinking that he absorbed it and he's going to shoot it back at Loki.
That would be crazy, bro.
I really think that's going to happen.
You absorb it now?
Yeah. Like some...
Bro really got the Renegon.
Yeah,
that's what they do in Naruto.
But seeing him smile like that just kind of be kind of like,
Loki being able to take advantage of Emu's distraction and rocking him and sending him flying like that. I also had Doflamingo vibes where he was impaled with Leo Bazooka. Emu's reaction to the Nidhogg was interesting to me because he's already seen it before.
Yeah. He saw it through Gunko.
Yeah, like he saw the Nidhogg before and basically like called it out by name. So like, what's different now?
Saw it in person.
You know what I mean? I suppose, but like, what's different to him now? Like he's even been attacked with the lightning before too. Like it's not like it's anything new is happening.
I saw Nidhogg through 3D glasses.
Maybe because he realized they can hurt him a lot more now.
The only thing I think of, he didn't see who was the wielder of Nidhogg. Now he confirms that it is Loki, right?
Maybe.
I mean, he guessed that it was Loki, but he didn't see Loki transform.
Right.
But I did like that he could do or use Omen to block it. I thought that was cool. Like, it's not just offense. It's
He's just throwing gang
defense.
signs.
He's throwing gang signs up. Emu getting distracted enough by Joy Boy to get caught lacking like this is funny. It just goes to show. I always try to tell y'all, man, like, people get caught lacking in One Piece all the time. Doesn't mean you're weaker significantly than another person or whatever. Like, even Emu, he's top tier. He got sent flying. He got pushed all the way back. He ain't look weak when it happened in the way that my guy be looking weak when it happens to him.
That's the difference.
But
that's the difference.
I just want you to know, you get caught lacking in One Piece. It's very possible. But to the other question I was posing about why he said it now, maybe it's the hockey piece that's attached to it. Like maybe he's feeling the Nidhogg's hockey or something like that, like emanating from Loki's attacks. I don't know.
Or the will.
Yeah. So I don't have much more, but I will say that the distance that he traveled
was far.
This is Elbaph.
Oh my god!
Like this is Elbaph. This is like, bruh, that is crazy far. And I love Loki following up.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I love that in any series, any attack. When you land clean on dude, follow right back.
Yeah,
because odds are they're not going to be able to counter. Emu was capable, so I also love Emu's ability to react real time and be like, nah, we good. I'm not getting hit with that.
Yeah.
I wonder if he recognized that he would have taken significant damage from that attack, though.
Anybody taking significant damage from any attack.
But he also did seem to have marks on his face, so he got hurt at least a little bit from one of the attacks.
I think that it's dry blood because he's leaking when he hits the tree, and then the next part he's not leaking anymore. So it's kind of like he just wiped his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or regenerating.
Either way.
Or regenerating. That is true, too.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to Danny,
Lawrence is like, wait, he can regenerate, too? Why wouldn't he be able to at this point?
Why not?
Like, why wouldn't he be able to? Everybody else could.
Yeah, I'm granting
He can.
people the ability to regenerate. Why can't I regenerate?
I wonder if Emu fought with Nidhogg in the past, and it made me think of if that's true, because the only reference we kind of got to like Nidhogg user was the one we saw a few chapters ago with Nika and that legendary warrior of Elbaph kind of fighting each other. Was Emu around that time? Like, how far back does he go? Because we know he's in Joy Boy's time, but we're kind of believing, or at least my thought was, that Nika and that legendary Elbaph warrior was before that.
Before that, yeah.
For Emu to notice, did you read it in a book or did you experience the other Nimhog already? Like, did you fight him too? Were you fighting Nika in that, and then later on you fought Joy Boy? Like, how many levels of this generational Nika or Joy Boy did you experience? Did you finish the first one too, with the Nika we saw with the Legendary Warrior, and then Joy Boy himself, and then later on this new generation Joy Boy as in Luffy, and then also there's now this new generation of Nimhog and Ragnar with Loki. Like, how far back does Emu go? Did he battle all this, and did you keep winning them all, or like what happened here? Like what is your warrior or battle history? It made me think of that. Like, how far back does Emu himself go? Because he's calling these people like he knows them, but they kind of seem like they may even predate him, possibly. We're not sure yet. Last thing I'm gonna say is, like, did Emu just, because we talk about how durable Loki is, but did Emu just take an attack that, in a way, put down Harold for the count? And essentially, because we don't know exactly the level of it, because we also know Emu was off guard because he got distracted thinking about his past. But if he took this attack straight to the face,
but his Conqueror's hockey was being unleashed at that point. It was leaking.
As strong as the Harold attack to me. This attack that Loki lands, this doesn't seem as strong as the attack he landed on Harold.
What is the difference?
What would be the difference, brother?
Go look at that attack again.
I think it's a big difference, because you look at because when Harold gets hit, he didn't get set fire. He gets exploded, like explodes at him. He disperses.
What if it destroyed his body?
The lightning summons from the sky to hit Harold, and its Conqueror's coated.
You don't know that lightning is summoned from the sky.
We're not seeing it. I mean, maybe.
Well, because, like, for example, the thing, it doesn't make lightning; it draws lightning.
But the thing is, too, Harold also said, yo, just tee off. Like, there was no hockey being exerted. There was nothing.
Yeah.
He wasn't protecting himself at all.
It's not a scaling Harold. I just don't think this attack itself is as strong as that attack was.
But I think what I'm trying to say is the reason why you would think that the Harold attack was stronger is because Harold didn't protect himself with anything. Meanwhile, at least Emu, at that point, hockey was being exerted from him. And this attack sends him flying across the entire island.
The only thing is like maybe lightning didn't come from this guy, maybe it did, but I'm thinking it's like, if Ragnar is drawing lightning, that's how he gets lightning? Because do we see it where it just makes lightning? Because we know it just makes ice. But most of the lightning we see from Ragnar, it's drawing it from the sky. So if all its attacks are drawing from the sky, that would make this one too draw from the sky, or it's creating its own. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's like, you got to show it a few times so we get the sense. You don't have to show every single attack lightning drawn from the sky. It's like, you just know where it's coming from.
So if the hammer's supposed to be like Thor's, does Thor's hammer do both? Does it conduct lightning on its own, then draws lightning? Because we know it draws lightning from the sky, but does it also generate lightning from its own? Or every time he does a lightning attack, it's drawn from the sky, and the residue of it as well from the lightning attack stays there?
I don't know. You have to ask Larry for that. I don't know much about Marvel.
Because I remember every time Thor does the thing, lightning comes from the sky, then that's when it's lightning. But Thor, from Marvel, when you see him hits people regularly, it's not always lightning hammered. So that's what I'm like, and if it's supposed to be like that, then lightning always get drawn from the sky every time he does it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's drawing from the sky every time he does it, but Or doesn't have to show us that he's drawing it from every single time.
Yeah, I think what Sebastian was saying is correct, because lightning does come from the clouds and goes on to Ragnar, and then he hits Harold with it. So I would think that they're the same attack, brother.
In the case of Thor generates lightning from his body.
Oh, from his body. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that lightning strike that Loki had imbued on the first attack is him just doing that same attack, but just not saying it again. Like the lightning is staying stuck inside of Ragnar. Or if he's just creating it. If he's just creating it without using the lightning from the sky, then I would say this is a weaker attack.
I also think just the way the choreography is to me, like, this is Loki catching him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He not doing a full, like, he fully wound up, summoned, was told to tee off, like, all that. Like, it was a much more loaded attack.
I don't know.
This is like, you're not paying attention.
He's still loading up.
No, yeah, look at, go to
I'm saying his levels are low.
You go back. That's where he starts doing it.
I agree because, like, if you look at the first attack, he's saying, tell me, and he's loading up, Emu blocks it. But the other time, when he's about to attack when Omen happens.
Yeah, but that's a different elevation of position for your enemy. Obviously, Emu's on the ground, so he's going to have a bigger rotation on his swing where, like, he's swinging up on this one.
But I'm saying that when he does this attack, there's still lightning there. But he didn't draw that one from the sky. He just, like, you look at it, he just does it.
But I think this is where it goes, is the lightning still attached during that collision? Or when it turned off, did it just go away? So now he had to reconfigure with whatever lightning he could summon from himself.
This attack right here that he's doing, there's lightning here. right?
Yeah.
They're not. It's not coming from the sky, right? Or am I tripping? Like he attacks here.
No. The next page. Right here.
It's
right
here.
It's here.
But that's not the same level. That's not this.
But no.
You get what I'm saying? Like to me, there's a difference here.
Yeah,
between this and that.
One thing is, this one you cannot say he's not drawing it from the sky because look where it's coming from. Like, does it look like it's generating that, or is it coming from somewhere? Because to me, it looks like this. He's kind of doing the same thing. Because like right here, Loki's not thinking that Emu's distracted already. He's in the middle of the battle,
trying to swing as strong as he can.
And then mid-swing, he noticed that Emu's distracted and continues to swing. And then he goes, the fact that you're still distracted, you're underestimating me, like letting it out. But if you go back here, you can see Loki before even the wind-up.
He's already loading.
He's already loading up before even the wind. You talk about winding up before he even gets there. He's loading up in a strong attack, building up power. Then with a wide thing, swings at Emu. Because that little panel right here, where Emu says domination is the bliss of the world. Yeah. Loki's already loading up and charging the swing at Emu for that attack that Emu gets distracted off.
I'll give him that. I mean, shout out to Big Emu, man.
Other than his durability,
took that. Took that.
But yeah, it could be also his Conquerors like lessened it because he did let out a Conqueror's roar, like in a way like Big Mom did. You know, so.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning, mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some of this light now. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender. Team with me and they all winners. And you know we ballin' all winner.
I was genuinely shocked that Loki landed a hit on Emu. That's something I didn't expect in this chapter. Especially not like this. And honestly, this is the only part of the chapter that felt a little flat to me. It's cool that it happened, but I'm not fully sold on how he got there. Up to this point, Emu has been outpacing and outclassing absolutely everyone. He feels unstoppable. Like there's no real competition, including Loki, as we've seen. So it almost feels like Oda needed to introduce an opening. And the way he did it was by having Emu create that opening himself through distraction, rather than someone truly overcoming him or a strategy to overcome him. It was like, damn, yo, Joy Boy! And then he just gets hit. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, yo, the entire time he's just basically no diffing Loki. The entire time he's no different. He's like, yo, this is not really an issue for me. And normally I'd have a bigger issue with that, but then the key detail here is that Loki even acknowledges that the only reason he even got to land that hit was because Emu wasn't paying attention. And I feel like that matters a lot. And honestly, there's a funny parallel here. People have had theories about Kaido being connected to Loki and Haruden, right? We even had some. But whether that's true or not, the pattern is interesting. Kaido defeated Odin when Odin was distracted. He beat Luffy when Guernica interfered and distracted Luffy. And now Loki defeats Herald because Herald let his guard down, and lands a hit on Emu because Emu lets his guard down. That connection is kind of wild. So it's like, yo, y'all both got the same type deal going on, man. But to be clear, this is not a Loki feat in terms of scaling. Just like beating Herald under those circumstances wasn't a clean feat either. I just feel like this doesn't deserve that. If someone is defenseless or distracted, landing a hit isn't the same as overcoming them. Yeah. I feel like that's obvious. And I already know people are going to run with, and I can hear Sebastian saying it in the DDT at one point, yo, but Loki hit Emu, so he's above Zoro. And I know that's going to happen.
Oh, definitely.
They're going to avoid the context and just be like, yo, he was the only person to land a hit on Emu out of everybody, including Zoro. So it's like, yo, Loki deserves that credit. But I think that's just ignoring the context. And from what people tell me all the time, you should know that narrative exists, and so does context. So use both when you scale. I think people should eat their own words. Also, the moment Emu locks back in, Loki goes full Nidhogg. You never go full Nidhogg. And his Thorheim gets completely negated with ease. And in my opinion, and maybe I'm wrong, I think Thorheim is a stronger attack than what Loki hit Emu with. Many might not agree with me, but he's in full zone form. When Kaido was in full zone form, he used the strongest attack. I feel like when you have a zone and you go full zone, you're going to use your greatest attacks. I feel like this is one of Loki's greatest attacks, unless he does something different. Now, so with that being said, I'm going to keep my word. I said at the beginning, I'd give my updated take on Loki versus Zoro, and I've got my answer. After looking at everything, I do think Loki is stronger than Zoro right now.
Right now?
In its extreme diff. And this isn't a gotcha moment. There are still a lot of variables here. Both of them got handled by Imu with little difficulty as expected. Imu did seem to put slightly more effort into Loki, but at the end of the day, both were getting no diffed. What matters is how they performed. Zoro takes an omen to the face and shoulder and can't continue. Loki takes a full omen, hit to the face, and still tries to counter. In terms of durability and endurance, that edge goes to Loki, undoubtedly. Now, as for Loki landing a hit, I'm not giving him credit for that. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Because even he tells us that the only reason he landed was because Imu was distracted. But when you look at their overall performance against the same opponent, Loki held up better through taking damage and coming back from it. That said, this chapter also reinforced something I've been saying, and I said it earlier. Loki's haki still feels like it's lacking compared to the top tiers, and I'm not putting Zoro into those top tiers. Meanwhile, I actually think Zoro has better Conqueror's haki overall, just not the advanced form yet. It's similar to what Katakuri told Luffy. There are levels to the color of armament haki. I think that applies across the board for observation and Conqueror's haki too. Zoro's Conquerors might be more refined, I would say very similar to how Cat's armament haki was to Luffy's, comparable but not in advanced form, would clear for Zoro if he had it, so Loki compensates with everything else. His Devil Fruit, his transformations, and the additional abilities like Nidhogg and Ratatasker, and also being an ancient giant. So he just has the physical stats overall that Zoro would need Advanced Conqueror's haki in order to compete with. So even if Zoro has the edge in the Conqueror's haki aspect, Loki's overall kit makes up for it. That's why I've got Loki winning Extreme Diff. If Zoro had the advanced form of Conqueror's haki, then I would go Zoro even though he lacks the durability and endurance Loki has. I'm a haki guy. Always have been, except for when it comes to a now. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'll even put down Ace for some haki, bro. And the last thing I'll say, I never expected to see Imu smile. That moment felt different. It didn't feel like arrogance. It felt almost like nostalgic, the same way Lauren said. Like he's seeing an old friend or an old enemy. And sometimes in One Piece, those lines blur, as we've seen with Roger and Garp. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I almost feel a bit of empathy for Imu. If he really did have a connection to Joy Boy, and if that ties back to Elbaph and the Nidhogg lineage, then this is someone who's been alone for 800 to 900 years after making whatever choice led him here. That doesn't excuse anything he's done. Anything he's done is not excused. But it does add another layer to his character. And now we've got a 2-week break, which is brutal because this feels like we're right on the edge of something big.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier to Lawrence, I wouldn't be shocked if we did go into the Void Century in the next chapter. I don't know if I want to be there just yet. I've said I don't want to. I really don't want to. I think I love where I am right now. Maybe after we get a past revelation in another arc, but right now I had my fill with the past. The past was great. I don't need it to be superseded by probably the greatest story we're probably going to hear in the One Piece verse.
It would be too much for Elbaph.
It's a little too much
at this time.
Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket, brother. I want it for that next arc. But yes, I hope you guys are glad I tried to make the most sense, but I hope enough of my evidence to prove why Loki would win is enough.
Okay. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. I don't like extreme diff. I don't think I see that. But, hey, man, progress is progress. Right?
Yeah.
Progress is progress.